Internet memes have existed since the 90s within internet forums and accelerated in popularity as they progressed onto YouTube and social media. Image templates became a popular meme format for content such as lolcats, advice animals, and unique comics created by artists. These are known as an image macro. These formats usually mimicked that of inspirational posters and would progress onto being a standard template. Memes typically play with satire and irony and have been utilised as a voice for the internet generations. Memes would develop and progress rapidly on the infamous internet forum 4chan, a message board that began as a place for internet culture and almost a meme machine, but later became a base for the alt-right and extremism. 4chan is known for creating web movements such as Duckroll, which became Rickroll, popularising early internet stars such as Boxy, Chocolate Rain, and the line-worked cartoon bear Pedo Bear. Meanwhile, websites such as Reddit, Newsgrounds, and Something Awful would become home to large meme creating communities, utilising the already existing formats but also creating entirely new messages, templates, and movements. In 2008, the website 9gag was created and became a popular place to share content from other websites. Users could download the phone app and have a consistent stream of meme content from around the web. It wouldn't take long for companies to see the monetary value of memes and the culture surrounding them. Here was a generation or generations relating to one another through these images and videos, typically for comedic value but also apathy towards working life, property and job markets, and modern parenting. A generation of people forming their ideologies on how they want to live in the modern world. The act of industry using memes for advertising would in itself appear awkward through a company's attempt to utilise this voice as a way of marketing a product or service. A clear case of a wolf in sheep's clothing. It was easy to overlook this adoption of meme exploitation. However, by using the meme format, industries are essentially adopting a voice that is trusted by millions, a way of sending information across the internet with a familiar tone. It is for this reason the cases we will examine can be manipulative for those that trust and adopt meme formats and language in their decision making, unconsciously or not. A popular example of this phenomenon is Pepe the Frog, a character from an independent comic called Boys Club by Matt Fury. Despite the innocent origins of the character, Pepe was adopted by white supremacist groups and used as a toxic symbol for hate. Another example comes from the documentary The Great Hack, and Cambridge Analytica's use of memes in their support of both the Brexit campaign and Trump's presidential campaign. The documentary also mentions how Russian intelligence posted memes that would link to fake Black Lives Matter pages and events that had allegedly been created by the same Russian intelligence. The documentary goes on to say these same organisations would create opposing groups and events, such as Blue Lives Matter, apparently in an attempt to create rivalry between American citizens. Alternatively, these images aren't always linked to a group or event, however. A majority of these manipulative memes are being reposted and shared without credit. It's a way to spread a message without repercussion or blame. We've all seen these memes that have been poorly processed or recirculated to the point that the image has been decimated in quality, reshared far beyond the original source. Another dark example of meme exploitation is radicalization. This is the process in which political or terrorist groups manipulate and convince people into their extreme ideologies. This can happen across chat rooms, internet forums, and popular social media including Facebook and YouTube. Using convincing language, examples, and false information, these groups are able to convince individuals of their way of thinking and even convince people to act for their cause. Cesar Sayoc Jr. once had an ordinary Facebook account used to discuss hobbies, take photos of food, and show off his gym performance. However, in March 2019, Sayoc would plead guilty to using weapons of mass destruction in an attempted terror attack against Democratic politicians and popular critics of Trump. Throughout the court case, Sayoc's social media would be taken into account. This is because the more recent postings on his Facebook and Twitter told a different story. As reported in the New York Times, Sayoc's social media was home to many extreme political memes, delivering messages of paranoia and propaganda. Infamously, Sayoc's van was also covered in these images, aggressively informing others of his political stance. Personally, I remember a particular meme that used an image of the TV show Friends. The text used negative bootstrap ideology in saying, "We can't all meet our friends at a cafe. Some of us have to work." It's a simple message that for some can be batted away as being a poor attempt of telling one of a hard-working reality. However, for a younger mind, it can remove the happiness from the TV show, putting into question a lifestyle that suits the individual and convincing them of a perceived life view. Grow up, you can't meet your friends at a cafe midweek. It tricked me into thinking, at least briefly, a typical lifestyle wouldn't allow free time like I saw on TV. It's an example that a basic image and text can reinforce a perception or ideology. It reinforced the life view that I was worried about, and it had been delivered in the friendly, familiar format.
Won't somebody please think of the children?
Children with access to the internet can have accounts on websites like Reddit, Pinterest, Twitter, among others, with algorithms that can create echo chambers and a hive mentality. The younger generation could be consuming media that talks in a voice, a format that they have grown to trust through jokes and satire. But of course, this manipulation comes with no age limit. We could be taken off guard. I've made this video not to scaremonger, but in the hope to create a discussion on meme culture and how much we value the voice within these images. I'd like to think people will take memes with a pinch of salt and understand the gravity these images can hold, as simply thinking, they're just memes, mate, is exactly how we're taking off guard. Sometimes, particularly on the internet, it's easy to trust the media as it takes a new form. However, if an algorithm has a particular goal, and the user is contained within an echo chamber of the same type of content, voice, or opinion, they can become convinced and even isolated. We understand what traditional journalism looks like, but as media and marketing grows and develops, it can appear as a YouTube video, a social media post, or a simple image format. An image that is read by the voice in our heads, in a way we have related to and laughed with. Memes are fun and entertaining, but as they become a staple in internet culture, we need to remember that they are delivering information, which can sometimes be used against us and our society. The dark side of the meme. If you have an example of a meme that you've seen that's exploitative or has disappointed you, comment below. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe. Thanks.